And welcome back. I'm Shelf Unit, and this is my continuing Let's Play of Underrail. So, time for us to take a trip up here. Now, if I recall, there are coil spiders, possibly death stalkers, and all sorts of fun things. Nothing too bad at the minute, I don't think. Can of petrol, hey? Some bottles. And let me guess, you'll take some rags? What a surprise. Biocorp University emblem. So I'll come back up here. And we'll craft an incendiary grenade. Bum bum bum. So it seems to think I'll need these. So I'll craft one of that. I'll craft some of those. Quick save and then come down here. One question I have is why it thinks that I will need these. Okay, there's Pavel's corpse. There's some bullets. Shortest rest for armor, and I'm going to head back. And I might as well let them know that Pavel is dead. So I'll see you when I'm there. Okay, and we're back here with Investigator Steff. I found Pavel, but he was long dead before I got to him. Your expression conveyed the message long before your words. He lowered his gaze onto the floor after you told him about Pavel's death. Despite the fact the chances of him still being alive were so slim, the confirmation that he is dead, it's hard. I'm responsible for Pavel's death, as well as the opening of the West Wing. Besides, I've made some terrible mistakes that could have been completely avoided if I just wasn't so quick to make decisions or allowed myself to be convinced so easily. It's not your fault. Pavel was too confident of his own good and overestimated his abilities, and you believed it. It happens. I suppose it is true, just to understand each other. I'm in no way willing to sacrifice lives just to make the tech work. I thought he was going to be in and out quickly, and it's useless. What's done is done. Well now, did you at least manage to find the T-ray emitter he was carrying? It was not on his body or anywhere near it. Then we will forget about it. It's not worth retrieving. Also, this is for you. Tell me more about the T-ray technology you're developing. How about I start with the problem first and then move on to T-ray technology, which is the solution to the problem. Our whole lives have been... we live surrounded by rock walls, rock, brick, metal. Take a pick. Open space is non-existent pretty much, and well, visibility is therefore very limited. What if we could see through these walls? Let's move on to that. To be able to acquire a certain image of what's behind an obstacle, we first need to send some particle through or around it. Since going around is not an option most of the time, through it'll have to be, sister. You can use high-energy ionizing radiation, but that'll probably give you cancer or outright kill you. Depends. But if the energy is too low, then you're not penetrating the obstacle. The best type of radiation, according to our tests, is the terahertz radiation. It lies between the microwave and infrared band, with the frequency is well measured in several terahertz. It is convenient for one or other reason. We have managed to fine-tune the waves passed through non-solid, non-living objects, but to be reflected back when it hits living tissue, creating a three-dimensional map of all living entities in the operational vicinity of the emitter device. This is amazing. It can only detect living things, right? Currently, yes. But even that's a leap forward from what we had before. Zilch, he laughs. I mean, it would be pointless to explain what you can do with it. If you're a smart enough woman, I'll let your imagination do the work. And if you ever decide to become an investigator, imagination will be your most powerful ally. I didn't pardon me, but sometimes it's even more important. Remember that, huh? More work? You seem surprised by your question. Despite the fact I send people to their deaths, you ask if I work you? I guess I love science that much. Don't we all? He laughs. Okay, hear me out. Since the first test failed, obviously it means we still don't have foreign environment test data. Therefore, we need to finally deploy one successfully. Well now, despite the fact that you seem to have taken care of yourself just fine in the West Wing, that area is off our list. Completely off, but there is another area nearby that's almost ideal for our experiment. The recent earthquake has created a passage into Harpocrates Station, which was the second entrance into the Institute many years ago, that was closed off. Reservoirs have already scanned the area and seem safe, and that's how we need this test to be performed. Safe. There. What you need to do is this. Use your T-ray emitter and comm device. You go to the credits and tell the guards I sent you, and they'll let you through. Contact me over the comm device. The emitter has a tracker, and we'll find the best place to deploy it based on the signal strength. You do that, return, no one dies, all Apex. Once you return, you get Tchort's department gets its data. Phew, all in one go. What do you say to all this? Ready to deploy. Apex. Okay, as I already mentioned earlier, this T-ray emitter will have a tracking device. It's very unfortunate that the one Rassifort Pavel had was devoid of it, or else things. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. Let's go through the process one more time. Here's the emitter, gives you the T-ray emitter. Here's the comm device, here's the communications device. Go down the stairs, past ID's library, talk to the guards at the first junction, you can't miss it. Again, the area is mostly deserted, but I recommend you still keep your eyes open. On my way, brother, Tchort guide you. Apex, I'll go now and prepare the receiver. Tchort guide you. Okay, how much does this weigh? It weighs enough for me to have some strength gaining material. Okay. So we'll be back when we are back at the place. Oh crikey, we need 60 XP for this level, for the next level. That puts a dent in my dreams of getting up there for quite some time. And that is a bit of a shame. That is a bit of a shame indeed. I don't know if there are going to be enough quests and things to do for that. I don't know if I'm only getting 2 XPs per quest here. I may have to find the dude again. Okay. I know what I'm up to. Let's get gas mask on. Fairly certain this is where I need to be. Signal's perfect. Find a good spot to deploy it and head back. Remember, don't put it too near other electronics. Also, do not place it inside anything made of metal. You can put it on something metal while I'm waiting for your return, sister. Out. Okay, this looks like a solid place to deploy the T-ray emitter since it's one of the rare spots in the room not covered with sludge. Carefully deploy the device on the table, making sure that it's stable enough. On activating the device, it starts to produce a faint hum. Only audible if you're standing right next to it. Excellent. So, I'll see you when we're back. Okay, we're back. Here's nothing, sister. T-ray emitter has been deployed. Yes, I'm getting some good readings right now. The emitter runs without a hitch. He smiles. Still, it's detecting quite a substantial number of living entities in the surrounding area, and they seem quite large in size if the readings are right. Where did you end up deploying it? It looked like a toxic disposal plant, whilst it was full of mutants. There's nothing I couldn't handle. Toxic disposal? Mutants? Magnificent, Tchort. Looks like this research is cursed somehow. I'm truly sorry. I wish to avoid all situations like this. And whilst I don't completely rule out the possibility of something getting in your way, I certainly didn't expect mutants by the Tchort. Don't worry, Steph, nothing I couldn't handle. I already told you, besides, there's only a few of them anyway. A few of them in my way. Now, luckily I was just capable enough, but those things can be a real pain, and there were lots of them. Really sorry, I might have over-relied on the reports from preservation. I'm just glad you're alive. Well now, as for the test itself, it was a complete and utter success, I'm happy to say. We're getting some truly excellent data here, and everything worked exactly as it should. I'm so going to brag about this at the next symposium, he laughs. Joking aside, now's the time to honour my part of the deal. He hands you 450 Stygian coins. Well done, Sarian Star. You know, I was thinking of doing another test. You mentioned wanting to do another Tchort emitter quest. What? You're not mad at me for endangering your life, despite the fact I promised it was going to be a safer test? Well, since you couldn't have known about them, besides, since the test was a success, why stop now? Very well then, I'm glad we're on the same page here. I really am, Sarian Star. Previous test, despite its great results, was done in the relative proximity of the receiver, all fine and dandy. But why not try a long-range test? Here I have an emitter from which has been boosted and tuned to send data over long distances with much greater fidelity. The operational or detectional range of the emitter will be the same, but the data it collects can now be sent over larger distances. That's the idea, at least. Since sending any signal through thick layers of whatever, rock, dirt, concrete, is a difficult thing to accomplish, we'll have to find a place that's relatively far, yet has no major obstructions in between. That place is Tchort City Station in Upper Underrail. Long tunnels will allow for the signal to travel without much difficulty, and the population density there is perfect for testing the emitter. Deploying this emitter at Tchort City Station seems simple enough. Will the oligarchs agree to this? No, very unlikely. That's why we're not going to tell them. Find a quiet, isolated spot somewhere or near the station and conceal the device there. Even if someone finds it later, it would have done its job by then. I haven't been to Tchort City in 10 years. Can't help you much there. I'm sure you'll find a suitable place on your own. Will I be able to use that comm device you gave me? I doubt it. Sorry, inside these comms are made for short ranges. But bring it along just in case. Shrugs. Who knows? Maybe it'll still work. I mean, I could procure a long-distance comm, but it would be pointless. You already know what you're supposed to do, and it's not like you're going to say drop zone or some other grave place. Ready to go. Apex. Here's another emitter. Use your Tchort emitter. Remember, do not put it in a metal container, or it's going to be closely surrounded by anything made of metal. It'll deaden the signal. See you soon. Tchort guide you. Tchort guide you, Principal Investigator. Be back shortly. So that's another 2 XP done there. My improvement rate is now, well, dropped by half, really. Every 2 XPs is like getting 1. So, anyway, I will see you when we are there. Okay, we're where we need to be. Big pile of junk. You could try hiding the Tchort emitter in this pile of junk. It's big enough to completely conceal the device. Plant the Tchort emitter right in the junk pile, making sure the device is well hidden. As you finish camouflaging it, its operational hum becomes muffled to the point where it cannot be heard anymore. Step away. You knew someone was coming because of the awful, nauseating stench that preceded the three-man party. One of these 3 men, all equally filthy at first glance, takes a step forward and glares at you. He's well built as he is ugly. Muscular arms ending with enormous shovel-like hands carry the massive sledgehammer with ease. His face looks as if it once met the aforementioned in a high-speed collision. He spits on the floor once more before wiping his mouth. Well, kick my jaw and tell me I'm hardcore. Look who we caught. Tell us, kitty, what you doing here? It's the home of the Zone Boys. You can't come in here without our permission, you know. Hey, want some slack hardcore, some on slaps. Hold up, Derek. Let's get the rat hound squeak first and see who's dominating the bar. Look, I thought it was just an empty room. Sorry for the disturbance. I'll be going now. Hold up, kitty. I ain't going nowhere till you explain what you're doing here. He grabs the sledgehammer handle tighter and his eyes light up. Killing Johnny? Not yet, Malik. Not yet. I'm here as a murderer. I'll leave if I want to hear him. Forget about the whole thing. Irrelevant? Well, now, kitty, I don't agree with you. You think you can just come into our place and do whatever you want? That's not how things work around here. You in drop hardcore knows some. Direct boy, you're reading my mind. Right, my friend is right, kitty. You'll pay the penalty for trespassing. You give us 500 Chirons. Yeah, here's the money now. Fine, just take the money and let me go. Look at the Chinese, I'll take that, thank you. Yeah, so long. Well, looks like you're going down, Johnny Filth. Really? Oh, fuck off. Jesus Christ. Sprint and blitz. You're dead. Really? Really? It's like another adrenaline shot. I did dodge it. I dodged pretty much all of it, buddy. Oh, 91! Okay, you better have my money on you still. Yes, good. I'll take that. The sledgehammer isn't that great. This is pretty good. And of course, can't go too wrong there. I'll take that as well, just because. Let's turn you off and recharge you now. Okay, now can I use the nothing but static. Okay, well, it's a done. So I'll see you back at the Institute. Okay, I'm here. Let's talk to Chef, deployed the device. I know I'm getting some readings. Are there any problems with the authorities? I managed to run into a group of bandits. Bandits at the station? What happened? They robbed me. Robbed you? Magnificent Tchort. Sadly, yes, it was so humiliating. Magnificent Tchort. When you find everything would go as planned, something horrible has to come up. I'm very sorry about that. I hope our reward for the job will cover your loss, Sir Star. Plus, I'll put in some extra charons out of my own pocket. Here, he gives you 200 charons. It's almost everything I have. Well, now, despite terrible misfortune, the emitter was successfully deployed. Now, the reception we're getting is not as smooth as I'd hoped for, but I'll work on it and see if we can tune it a bit, and we'll analyze the readings, and then we'll know the results. Here's 500 for you. Any more work for me? Take another emitter even further? I'm afraid that's all for now. Unless you have some experience in particle physics. Don't answer that. With your help now, we have more than enough data to study and plan our next moves. Also, a lot of paperwork for the next symposium. And also, we're fresh out of emitters, and also thank you very much, Sir Star. Your efforts were apex, to say the least. Is there anything else you need? Tchort guide you, brother. Tchort guide you too, sister. 3 XPs on this one. And another 700 coins. So now we need to find the preservation combat unit. And another 49 experience points needed. That is absolutely incredible. So God, if we need 60 for the next 5 levels, that's 300 XPs total we need. Or 289 as of now. And I can't see us getting that, honestly, regardless of what we do. That's incredible. 289 XPs. That is almost unfathomable. Crikey. let's dump some stuff in here that we don't need right now. Fortunately, it's not an awful lot of stuff that I can dump. Not an awful lot of stuff at all. I mean, that's a lot of battery, it has to be said. I'll dump that in there. That should be enough to get me where I'm going. Maybe. I'll dump those in there as well. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That'll do, pig. Okay. So we'll head back up here. Now, coil spiders. I can see myself using the same techniques as I did before against them. So that shouldn't be too problematic. I never saw what was in the box here. That will have to change. Ah, fair enough. Jesus, really? Is it going to get hold of me? No, it's not. Okay, so I can bandage. I'm actually quite surprised that I got away with that. Save. Ah, Deathstalker. Hello there, sir. Well, ooh, a hyperallergenic gland. Huh. Honestly, wasn't expecting that. Never even heard of that before. But I will take it. I mean, Deathstalker's a... That explains what got him, at least. Actually quite surprised to have even discovered him and gotten back without being attacked by that. Okay, so I think this is where is. Okay, let's get out of there then. Let's wait on this. I'll be back once I'm unstunned and healed. Hoping not to walk all the bloody way past it. Points, 76. 1 action point for each 3 movement points. So I'll let it live for 1 turn. Okay. Let's turn you off, quick save, and then head back. Another one, hey? That was a bit more brutal. Again, I will see you when we're back. There you are, little buddy. Of course. I do keep forgetting to find out what my biology is now. I did recall. Only 55. Yeah. It's almost pointless keeping them then. And get my biology up to 65. 68 probably. There we go. More super steel refining data. Get back here, quick save, and then just take a look around the outside here first. Not liking going too far into these places right now, because with the 2 Deathstalkers there, I'm not 100% certain what else I'm going to find down here now, if it's Deathstalkers or not. I really have partially forgotten what's down here. Okay. Let's keep going along down here. Oh, with a throwing knife in it. Okay. Yeah, I do need to try the throwing knives more, but they don't provide the damage I require anymore. If they ever did. not really good enough for such a backwards and out of the way area. So let's carry it up here. There we go. Greater coil spider. Of course. So there's all of those. Okay. So let's throw knives at you then, buddy. Because this is a really efficient way of doing it. Wow, really efficient. Hell, this is good. There's the big guy. Wait, what? I can see him from there, but not the other way. Okay. Really? Wow, that was really, really cool. I'm really impressed. Okay, let's try not to walk into the traps next time, please. Take you now. Take you. And I'll take you. Let's see if there's any more traps here. I can't even see what that says. Anything else? No, I can't see anything else. Okay. So that went extremely well. Like, ridiculously extremely well. Now, I remember last time there was a place. There we go. There was a door that I just couldn't see. There it is. Yes. Leave. Talk to 6, shall we? There's much that strikes you as wrong as you approach this person. He's quite tall and a bit too lean for a human. His mechanical prosthetic right arm and leg are clearly visible. On both his mechanical and healthy hand, he has 6 long, creepy fingers. His face is completely covered and he appears to wear some sort of metal mask with 4 protruding lenses. And there's another extension on the very forehead that looks like a shotgun barrel. Instead of hair, rigid wires protrude from the back of his head. As the multiple lenses of the helmet focus intently on you, you can feel an oppressive aura weighing down on your mind, as the walls and ceiling are closing in on you. You suddenly feel claustrophobic in this large room. You feel tired and merely speaking takes effort. This is not the first time I find you oddly in my path, and yet you do not seem like you belong here. What is your business here, scavenger? I'm investigating the Institute. I'm tracking down an artifact that Tchort has acquired. Why is this artifact of interest to you? Seems to be the cause of the faceless invasion, so I want to get to the bottom of this. He looks away from you for the first time since the encounter began. The aura that weighed heavily on you seems to be lifting. He remains silent for a few moments. This is true, but it is a dangerous place you are heading if you keep following their prize. If you are concerned for the welfare of your kin, the best course of action would be to stay out of that way. What is that, Kib? It is of no use to you. Let it find its way to its owners. We should both be leaving this place now. Danger crawls near. Let's get that. Take the throwing net. Probably get rid of the grenade launcher thing. Unless that's, yeah, that's unnecessary. Unnecessary. Take the mines. Don't like quick saving on this, but bolt quiver. Huh. That would have been so useful had I been. I'll take it. No, I didn't want to do that. 77. Shotgun frame. Take that. Already know the shotgun shells. I'll take the next university emblem. Another firearm barrel, which I don't need. I'll take a dagger mold. Strange panel. Judging by its position, this could become sort of a console, but we have no idea how it would function since it was no obvious displays or controls. Quick save. Jump into the hole. Well, who would have thunk we would be here? literally right there. Okay, let's save this. Carnifex, save again. Sprint. And take all of that. I will dump some stuff in this barrel. Let's climb down. Is this somewhere I wanted to be, or needed to be, or have any interest in being? Again, going to save this into the Carnifex save. Okay, now that I have found this place, I can quite happily. Ashes, however, doesn't strike me as being very pleasant. But before I go down here and explore this wonderful place, having picked up 13 XPs, I think this time, maybe a bit less, might be 11. Anyway, I'm going to call this an episode, so I'm going to say thank you ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please subscribe. If not, do not worry about it, and next time we will go down and clear out whatever's down here. Thank you again. See you next time. Goodbye.